Hello. Today I'm going to do kind of like an overview of my different concealers that I have because I got a request for it. Don't remember the username, of course. But this is my drawer. I'm kind of a concealaholic because I love trying new things, different formulas, and all that jazz. So I'm just going to give a little tiny review on what they're for. And if you want a more in-depth review, just let me know. So the first one I'm going to... I sound so unamused. The first concealer I'm going to show you is the Neutrogena Mineral Shears Concealer Kit. This has an SPF of 20. And there it is. This reminds me a lot of Bobbi Brown's concealer kit. And the concealer is just as creamy. I mean, this is a great dupe. So if you want to check that out. I actually have two because my skin tone changes a lot. It goes from like super fair to like medium, so I don't know. I have mood skin, I guess. The next one, and oh, by the way, the coverage on these, I'm just kind of whatever. I mean, there's a lot of pigmentation in these suckers. So these are definitely worth checking out. I'm not going to tell you any prices on the drugstore ones because they vary from place to place, but I've seen them average from like $6 to like $9 in my area. It all really depends, but anyway, the next one, I actually have a review for this coming up. It's the Tarte Dark Circle Defense in light medium. Now this is really good for covering up dark circles, of course, and it comes with a brush. This is the best concealer brush I've ever had. I use it for all my concealers now. It's perfect for that. And this is $32, I believe. If I'm wrong, I'll put it in an annotation. And this isn't very long lasting. I found it lasted on me only 3 hours. And as much as I really like this and all the ingredients in it, it's just not... It's not very long lasting. Another under eye corrector is the Pixi Brightening Peach. Now, mind you, this is only for fair skin. And it looks a little like this. It's kind of similar to the Dark Circle Defense. And as much as I like it, it has the same problems as the Dark Circle Defense, where it kind of fades off in a short amount of time, which is not exactly... What's that word? It's not focused. It's not exactly convenient. There you go. Next one is the MAC Studio Finish Concealer in NC15. Now this is the wrong color. As you can see, it is way too light. I think I'm like probably an NW20 because my skin is more warm. It's neutral, but it barrels. Duh. It borderlines on being warm. There you go. Alright. Next one. Oh, and by the way, this is pretty much good for covering up all over the face. Next, whoa, no, shoot, I almost dropped it. Is the CoverGirl NOLA Simply Ageless, and this one's in 205. This is the lightest, or the second to lightest shade. And it's got a swirl of Olay in there. It's awesome. I actually don't reach for this very often for some reason, but it's a really great eye concealer, and it's actually, that's what it's made for. See, it says right there, eye concealer. And it's really neat. A lot of these are drugstore brand because I don't really think it's necessary to purchase like high-end brand if you find a good one that's drugstore. I'm just kind of finding my Holy Grail concealer. And I think I might have found it, but there's always another one out there, you know? Next is the Maybelline Superstay Concealer. Mine's an ivory. This shit is awesome. It stays on all day, but it kind of flaked on me a little, so I don't know. I have combination skin. Really good coverage. Easy to blend. Now this one, Bubs Beauty talked about. And I agree, it's definitely a great dupe for the Shu Uemura concealer. And it's got really good coverage. It's got no talc in it. It's a really good concealer, and it's all mineral and whatnot. It's got like a beigey undertone. This one's ivory though, so maybe the lighter one has more of a pinky tone to it. Next one is the cheapest one out of all of them, and that's the e.l.f. concealer. Oh. e.l.f. concealer pencil and the brush. Now, I really like the brush, especially for blending, and this is a pretty good concealer, but this is the lightest one, and it's still a little too dark for me. It's like a shade too dark. So, I don't know. Next one is Tarte, the eraser, and I have a video on this, so I don't really need to say much, but this is one of my favorite concealers, and I don't know why I don't reach for it more often. It's another problem I'm having. Next is the Revlon Spa Age Defying Concealer. This stuff was my holy grail concealer before the Mineral Power, and it's really good, and I still wish I used it more often. The brush is super soft. The concealer is really raining. It's raining outside. I didn't know that. It's really it's really pigmented. There you go. Wow. Holy crap. I get so excited when it rains. It's like in the middle of October. It's not exactly something I expected. And then these are two high-end ones. Where is it? Oh wait, no, that's not high-end. This is though. This is Urban Decay's concealer pencil. This stuff is really creamy. A little bit drying though, not really good for under eye because it's a little bit dry, but it's a very good facial concealer. Next, I've only got like 5 more. Alright. I have way too many concealers. Jesus, I need to start using stuff. The Instant Age Rewind Double Face Perfector by Maybelline. This one is really great, and Michelle Phan used it on that Ray guy. I don't know his name, I'm stupid. But she used it on that guy makeup tutorial, and it works really good for guys. It stays on a long time, especially if you set it, and the highlighter is really good, and it's completely matte, but it has like a sheen, so I guess it's not completely matte, but it's still really good. Next is the Confessions of a Concealer-holic kit that I got. I depotted it. These are 2 of the Boing concealers in an e.l.f. compact. And these are amazing. I love the Boing concealers. They are so creamy and just great coverage. Next is the Pixi, what is this called? Floss Vitamin Concealer. And here's the packaging. Pixi has this thing about having green things. And here's the concealer. This is not a very good concealer. I'm actually going to do a review on both of these concealers. And while this costed quite a bit, it's almost swore. Pardon my language. It's a crappy concealer. And, I mean, it, like, melts off your face. That probably is just me, because someone I knew compared this to, oh, Jesus, I don't remember, some high-end brand. It was like Laura Mercier or something, and said, it's my holy grail. But I don't find it to be mine. It's very bad. The next is the Coastal Scents Camel Quad. This one's in light, and it is super sexy. I guess. It's got 4 concealers. Since this is for light skin, it's got a little redness thing because light skin has a lot of redness most of the time. So it's got a little olive colored concealer for right in here and a highlighter. So this is a really good kit, especially if you're new to makeup. It's very cheap. and it's a great deal. And the concealers are like really pigmented too. In fact, almost all of these concealers are really pigmented, with the exception of this Pixie one. It kind of lacks in pigmentation and is a bit of a bummer. Next one is a little mini version of that Benefit Erase Paste that I got in the Confessions of a Concealaholic kit, and this is really good stuff. I don't know why I don't use this more often. In fact, I don't know why I don't use most of this stuff more often. All my concealers are really good, except I just seem to always be reaching for this one, Mineral Power. Oh my gosh! Because I really like this. I really like the Shu Uemura. My God, I can't talk. I really like the Shu Uemura one. There you go. But yeah, this is paste. I mean, it is like gluey feeling. It's not like sticky, but you need to set this with an HD powder or something. I don't know. Be very light-handed with this because a little goes a long way, and if you use too much, it will crease nastily. And the last is, gosh, what is this company by? I think this is, I'm not knowing. Hold on a moment. I'm trying to lift up this label. Darn it. I think it's by L'Oreal. Oh my God, what is wrong with this label? I'm just going to look in here. Yeah, it's the True Match Naturel Concealer Powder. This is really good for extra coverage. If you want to set your concealer with a powder, you can use this little bugger and it will basically give you more coverage. It's kind of like, excuse me, it's like setting, my God, what is up with my voice today? It's like setting your foundation with, or your liquid foundation with a powder foundation. It'll give you that extra coverage. Da 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 da. That's good for that. But on its own, it's, and I depotted mine, by the way. So yeah, this video was 12 minutes long. If you have any other questions about any of these concealers, I will be happy to answer them for you. And if you want a review, just let me know in the doobly-doo bar. And I will talk to you all next time. Have a good one. There's a ghost!